the little Honda out for a wrap and go and have a look at a Quartz mountain. Should be a bit of fun. Just waiting for the GPS to boot up. Needs a bit of a charge. Been sitting around. Powered up. 14 volts. We're all good to go. Catch her out there. Which is always a good thing because it's nice in the bush. Little shortcut tracks everywhere here. Must be for the mountain bikers that come through. Where do we go here? I think we might go back that way. And I might turn this off. Few too many kangaroos out and about lately. To not have your ABS turned off because it just in the dirt just doesn't want to stop you, so you end up a little bit closer to the skippies than you want to be. And believe it or not, I don't know what it is about this forest, but it tends to get a little bit more less forgiving for the grip with all this sort of pebbly stone on top when it dries out. You can see there just the front end just swirling around a little bit. Probably not about, I don't know, but probably, except for the corners obviously, which that was a gnarly one. Probably about 80k. Yeah, 85. Takes a little bit of getting used to seeing the forest being burnt off out here. Cleans it up quite well. We're heading out to a little thing called Quartz Mountain, and should be a bit of something interesting for peeps to have a look at. Basically a ridge in the forest with some huge chunks of quartz rock sticking out, and they call it Quartz Mountain. Haven't been there for a long time, so I thought I'd go out and have a look and bring YouTube along. Always good fun. You're actually in this area here, you've got to be a bit careful with tourists, even through the week, because there's a few walking trails which used to be my old single trails and they converted them over. And another guy, there's another guy that lives out this way that used to make a lot of single track, and they've all been converted to walking trails now. So that's loose, that stuff, that light white colour. Yeah, see, and just even on the little 300 you can get it to sort of light up a little bit. Jump. My Possum Gully track. Let's go that way, something different. Rocks there. Filled the petrol tank this time. I've actually got fuel in the bike. You can actually feel the weight difference. Even on these little light bikes. But it's not much to bother about. Sticks. Doing 100k. Staying at the top for a while. Yeah. The bitumen here. For those that want to know, 6,000 revs, 100k. Don't believe it's super accurate. It's probably more like about 6.5, about there, probably 107 thereabouts, but it'll do this all day long. Brilliant. But I think there's a track coming up on my right somewhere. There it is. This way. Don't know exactly if this is going to go where I want to go, but it's all about the adventure. Not being there for, I don't think I've been on this road for 20 years. The old diggings out here, like where the Chinese and Germans and English and whoever else came, they're all still there. Like, it's amazing how it all just stays there in the gullies. All the diggings, you probably can't see them. A friend of mine's private property. That's his farm just over there, and he owns this bit of forest, and he's got this little, whoa, here we go, there's a jump, a little bit of single trail through here for his son to ride, which is very rare because you don't get to ride it much. It must be a piece of his son's bike there, that green bit. Very rocky here. These mirrors on that won't fold, so I've got to be a bit careful on the trees. The old ABS still works on the front wheel just a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. Nasty rock there. Some big ghoulies on it. It's a little bit thicker, this bike, on the tank and everything. It makes it a little bit hard to get your legs out. See all these rocks. Don't need a puncher. Can't be bothered fixing it today. Anyway, that's just coming up to his farm again over there. Anyway, I'll turn this off in a moment. I think I go this way. This area out here, it's about 20 minutes from where I was just before. It's called Devil's Den, which is a pretty cool name. It's out there on the right, very rocky little area, lots of steep uphills, real enduro bike country. I don't take this type of bike there because it's just, I've got the option, I go get the enduro bike. This is for when you want to leave home, go for a ride, go and do a little bit of fun stuff at times, but generally just cruise around looking at stuff. Getting a bit of rain now, I don't like it when it rains. Trying to work out, just checking my map here. I think we're going to go left, the end of that paddock. There's a little slope running up there. It just goes higher and higher, and you just keep going, and eventually ends up on the top of a bit of a mountain up there. So there's Devil Link track, and it's actually pretty cool up there. I might go out there another day and just ride around a bit of it. I don't do all the squirrel tracks there because that would be wrong. I think I might just keep staying on this track, I don't know. You can see with these ups and downs, if you get some four-wheel driver out here, like doing his metal detecting, you come screaming over those hills doing 100 and could end really badly. So there's certain places you have to be a bit wary of your environment, surroundings. Generally it's pretty good. It's more you got to worry about the kangaroos because they are bad. I had one run into the side of me years ago. I was on a might go that way. I was on a enduro bike in the Pyrenees Ranges, and I was doing 120 at the time down the main brake, and I had this big old kangaroo. It wasn't a small one, and it runs straight into the side of me. Don't know how it didn't take me off the bike, but I reckon it was the closest I've ever been to having a broken leg. It actually moved the petrol tank on the bike at the time. It hit so high up, it actually moved the petrol tank off its mounts. And I had to fix them all. But, did it hurt? Bit of a climb there. The little Honda powers on up. These 550 performance chips you put on these bikes, they're a good thing. I think this goes a bit gnarly here from memory. I reckon I've been here. Yes, there's an option B and option A here, but I think I'll go, because if I go the big steep one, it goes down to the bottom of the hill, and you got to go across this farmer's paddock. You're allowed to, like, it's an free whatever they call it, free through road. But the guy comes out and he's an absolute loon. I was out there driving through there once, just driving through, and he comes out and starts doing donuts around me, like big donuts around me car. What are you doing here? And then I actually showed him where it says, and he knew. Oh, they got a bit of fox off here. I think this might be option B. Oh. Fox off, bit of 1080. Nasty. Basically, it's cyanide. Kills the horrible. There's a wallaby. It's steep, this. Tell by the way the wallaby is way down there. Oh, kangaroos, here they are. You see, you can't see them because the grey of the forest, they blend right in. Look at that. The wallaby nearly took the kangaroo out. How ironic. Oh, bit of a climb here. Bit gnarly. Gone watching. Would have been more prepared. Oh yeah, you look at that little Honda Go. What a ripper. Oh, that was a bit of a climb up there. These more kangaroos. Look at the bloody things. They'll just run straight into you if you're in the wrong spot. There they go. Here's more. So you can imagine if you're going fast, they just run across. Alright, down there we go again. Whew. You can imagine what the okay, squirrel trails are like around here when this is the a proper track. There's another kangaroo. They're all just hopping along. There he goes, he's jumped the fence, I think. Yep, and another one. Whew, there's a lot. And you can see the marks under the fences where they climb under. It's crazy. Anyway, back onto the journey. Don't know where the track is, it's all disappeared, it's all gone leaf littery. Oh, here it is. I was in New Zealand a week or so ago, as you would have seen with a video I put out of shot over jet boats. That was an amazing place. It is a motorcycling South Island, guys. Just get over there on a motorbike. Doesn't matter if you're on a road bike or an adventure bike. I wouldn't bother with an enduro bike over there. There's just not enough unless you're paying for a guided tour, because most of it is national heritage listed, and it's you wouldn't find a track like I'm riding along here at all unless you had a guided tour. But when it comes to the actual adventure stuff, like more open sort of tracks, like say this sort of thing where I'm coming out to now, and down there's where that gateway is, it goes across the paddock. Just spin up. I believe we're close. There's a little mark on the map here, it doesn't really, just a dark, oh hang on, here we go. Nose prospecting, Quartz Reef Reserve. Bit of a climb up here. Oh, don't want to go down them holes. Ooh, don't like that at all. Oh yeah, she's a bit of a climb up the mountain. Thought there was actually a track here, but obviously not. Oh wow. Oh, this might be a bit of a challenge up here. Oh, up she goes. Don't know if I fit through there. scrap that fairing. I've got bags on the back too. Oh, there was an easy way. Wow, that's funny. And we'll walk up here and have a look. As you can see, there's a big vein or outcrop of quartz. It's quite amazing. Just random. Just big, huge rocks of quartz. You don't normally see quartz like this. That's why it's so special. Why? No one would know. It's nuts. There's definitely an easy way to get up. I just picked the wrong one. Wow, you wouldn't want to fall off there. It is a big chunk of quartz. My phone's talking to the comms unit, making weird noises in my ear. But there you go, interesting little spot. Anyway, better jump back on the little beast. I wouldn't call it a beast really, but they're a great looking little bike. Look at that, pretty as a picture. Not bikes are pretty, but Honda does a good job of how they make them look. I think it looks great. I only run the standard size tyre. If you put a 606 on, they only make it in the next profile up, which if you do that, you've got to change your gearing. I run stock gearing. Does it fine. Does it fine. I'm going to put seal socks on the front. I run them on all my bikes. I just haven't got them on there yet, because ever since I put seal socks on my bikes, no seals have blown. So anyway, we'll get going. Mountain. What have we got here? Ooh, you wouldn't want to go down that hole. Come up over that and go whoops. Nose first. Through the ruts. It's very strange, just random, because it's just nothing. There's just like forest, and then there's this hill with these giant chunks of quartz. It is a bit nuts. But anyway, that's not too bad for a little thing. Just spinning up a little bit, not much, but it's a good little thing. Now, where am I? That's the question. I think we shall go left. I only ever rev the bike to about 8,000. It revs to about 10.5, I think it is. But I just find that 8,000, you're not asking too much of the motor, and it's pumping along pretty good. Well, here we go. Slow down, and that's pretty good really. What more do you need? It's fun to have more, I know, I understand, but for this type of bike, what more do you need than that? And I'm not revving it right out to its maximum. Just in top gear, or just cruise along like that. No effort at all. Some people say these things can't pull up hills, but I don't get that, because this one I just put on the throttle and away she goes, and it doesn't matter if it's up a hill or on the flat, it just builds speed. I don't know if I got a freak of a one or what, but it seems fine to me. And I do run my bikes in a lot harder than a lot of people do, and that makes them spin up better, like as the motor builds its revs quicker. Like we're going uphill now, not a steep hill, but I just roll on the throttle and it just keeps building speed. There's nothing wrong with that. No, it bags on. And I'm not a small guy, I'm 100 kilo with all this gear on. Whoa, big loser at the front end then. But I caught it. Whoa, yeah, look at that sandy shit. Good fun. That's a big hill and it's just powered up there. Look at that. Just accelerate and accelerate.